Hello everyone, we're covering Bughouse World Championship in the Challenger section, and we have 918 Evo and Dreyfuss2 versus Barris3864 and IbratMakhmudovich. This is the first game. It is first to 15 with a win by 2 condition. This one seems to be won by 918 Evo, who's about to win a queen. So score 1-0 favoring 918 Evo. I'm going to go in the house Discord server, jump in the channel in case anyone wants to co-commentate. So these players are all pretty fast. I think we're going to see less sack sit-in than the previous match. I think a bishop e3 is a possibility, followed by knight back. Instead he's just going to take the rook. That's going to help attack and defend at the same time for Ibrat. (918 Evo) going full attack, not worrying about defense. Rook mates for Dreyfuss2. I don't see an immediate way to get the rook. They're going to try to keep the threat up. Tempo the queen. Probably win the queen with a knight in at some point. Oh, this is mate. Mate in 1. Mate in 1. Why is Dreyfuss2 not playing mate in 1? Checkmate in 1 move. He's asking his partner for a rook or queen, even though he has checkmate in 1. He finds it. Alright, our score 2-0, favoring 918 Evo. Evo has given up a knight for a piece. Then he gains back the pawn after getting the rook file. Ibrat has sacked. Dreyfuss2 needs to defend a bit. Makes the knight move away. There's pressure on c7 on the board on the right. In the bishop. Bishop's trade. Pressure has been relieved. This is a free pawn. You could also take the knight and hope to get a knight to win the queen. There's a knight right there. I would take the knight. Rook takes the knight. He finds it. If we take this rook back, there's knight check. We win the queen. If not, you can always play rook takes rook. Knight check. We're going to win the queen. Also a very nice attack. I think you take the rook. Then you can drop some pawns on the second rank. Threaten promotion. And sack your queen here. Oh, whoa. There's no reason to take that back. Oh, but Dreyfuss2 gets mated. Alright, the other team makes the board. So, our score 2-1. Favoring 918 Evo. First to 15 with a win by 2 condition. So yeah, the players, much like me, got too laser focused on the left board. The right board, turns out Dreyfuss2 was a bit too vulnerable. What? Ibrat giving up a whole bunch of material for seemingly no reason. Okay. Threatening knight takes e2. Or you could take the rook. I'd probably just take e2. Now you put something on g3, preferably a knight. He's going to use a pawn instead. Probably rook down. Okay, just going to use a bishop. Whoa. That was not check. Not a fan of that. Bishop check. So what happened? Oh, was that mate? Okay. Our score 3-1. Favor 918 Evo. Dreyfuss2 could win some material here. Win a pawn beyond the attack. He's gonna just attack instead. This queen move was probably a pre-move. Dreyfuss2 down a little bit of time. You could maybe push the pawn. Okay. Is this queen involved? Bishop check, I assume. Now he wants like a pawn. You can take this free pawn while you're waiting. Oh, yes, rook check potentially. No, he really wants a pawn. Pawn for g7 is absolutely crushing. They're up 1 second. He can wait for the pawn. What else could he do while he waits? Maybe knight takes d5. Partner's threatening this pawn here. Don't like this bishop retreat. It seems terrible to me. He took his foot off the gas pedal. Now Ibrat gets to defend everything. So queen potentially coming. Queen trade on offer. Alright. One pawn mates. Also another knight mates. With knight check, knight check. Our score 4-1, favor 918 Evo. Welcome in by Oxbeer. Evo grabs the rook file. Gotta watch out for b4. Dreyfuss2 is attacking. They've resigned it. That's weird. Okay. Was their mate there? Didn't quite see it. I score 5-1, favor 918 Evo. Pawn at e6 would have been good for Dreyfuss2. I think you take this knight first. This is a miss not playing pawn at e6. Pawn at e6 is such a crusher move. Just to prevent him from developing. It's not available anymore. I don't know why he didn't grab the queen, but it's still okay, I guess. Dreyfuss2 is a nice attack. I assume we take this pawn and knight check. Pawn check. So this queen might fall, but you should get some compensation for it. You could take the bishop. Trade queens, something like that. I guess you want something to land on e1. You could put a rook on e1. Probably wants a queen for e1. Anything Evo asking his partner if his queen is okay. Answer is yes. You're gonna potentially trade the queens. Knight check could be good. This is an interesting move. So, threatening to trade the queens. Anyway, it's a resignation. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the end of these games. They keep resigning. But our score 6-1. Favor and Dreyfuss2, 918 Evo. First to 15, win by 2 condition. Ibrat trading a lot. Queen trade on offer. Varus has been attacking. Oh, gotta watch out for mate threat here. Queen at d8 is a mate threat. I think you pawn check to try to bring the bishop back. You could queen check, queen takes bishop, possibly. This is just a huge threat. You have to take it seriously. I don't think he's taking it seriously. It is a mate threat. Varus is up some time. Really needs to defend this. Trades the queens. Knight gonna come up. Or new knight in. Actually, this knight could come up. Okay. Pawn check. Again. Knight check. Kept the initiative. Yeah, he's bringing this knight in. Looks good. Another knight. Knight plus pawn is mate. With new knight in. Knight takes. Pawn check. Maybe he can go this way. But looks pretty good. Rook mate threat. Knight is mate. Rook is mate. Like right now. Right now. There's a rook right here. You can take it. Double sit going on. Dreyfuss has to take this rook. If he takes the rook, they win. Doesn't take the rook, they leave. They lose. Here we go. My score now 7-1. Favoring Dreyfuss2, 918 Evo. Dreyfuss2 kind of spaced out there, but got the job done. 918 Evo keeps giving up the knight potentially to get the rook file. I'm working out for him so far. In my opinion, it's a terrible opening, but I'm not the one playing here. Diagonal is amazing for 918 Evo. There's a pawn. That should be enough to mate. If he comes up, queen at b4 is mate. Otherwise, queen at b2 is mate. I score 8-1, favoring Dreyfuss2, 918 Evo. I didn't think the match would be this lopsided. Grade-ins are fairly close. Trades are happening. Oh, why not take this pawn? That was weird. 918 Evo certainly pre-moved this. There's some free material here. Knight can take this, I think. Okay, offering a queen trade, potentially. You thinking of sacking this queen? Oh, okay, he's cleaning up some pawns, potentially. And the good land on h2. Probably gonna take some pawns. And a bishop could land. You could consider sacking. Or even pawn in. I think pawn at h2 seems like a strong move here. Assuming his partner can live through the queen. They're up some time. I think Barris is gonna let his partner get a little safer. He sacks his queen. And pawn lands. Maybe bishop at g1, potentially. Maybe pawn at e3. Oh, queen comes away. You can put a pawn on e5. Or even rook takes bishop. Queen's gonna land in. Barris definitely on the attack. Oh, pawn on f3. Okay, he just plays queen takes pawn. This is good too. This diagonal seems very good for them. He was to prevent the king from coming out. Knight move makes a lot of sense. Pawn check. I would just take the rook here. Knight check. And pawn takes rook. Wow. Dreyfuss2 gets the mate though. Yeah, I think I was focused on the right board, but Ibrat clearly screwed up his defense. I don't think that mate was in any way inevitable. Ibrat probably was focusing on trading for his partner a little bit too much there. Dreyfuss2 defending. (919) Evo, forking some pieces. Pawn in. Good. Trying to get the rook to move so the knight will be free. And he wins the knight for free. (919) Evo might need to defend a little bit. He does defend. He's either giving up a rook or a queen. He'd probably just give the queen, and he does. Maybe bishop at d6 to defend. Oh, he wants to promote a pawn. That's reasonable too. You can bring this bishop back potentially. Oh, he puts the queen in. We could. Oh, I would have taken the bishop. But this is okay too, I guess. I mean, not nearly as good. I think this is a fake queen. Barris down time. Barris would like to attack. Maybe pawn check. (919) Evo. Defending. Oh, gives up a bishop. I don't think he needed to take that. He could have taken the bishop first. Although, now that the rook has come, maybe his move was better. Dreyfuss2 defending. Yeah, this is not check, so Dreyfuss2 gets a bit of initiative here. A lot of extra material for (918) Evo. Should clean up this pawn. Oh, there's potential check and threats here. I think just rook takes, then queen takes. Okay. So he's trying to pin the knight so queen in his mate immediately. They're up a significant amount of time. Dreyfuss2 could just stall, let his partner win. I would do queen takes pawn. Then after knight at f8, seems reasonable. Gotta keep safe. Can we just take this rook with a mate threat? Queen's not gonna mate our partner. He does it. Okay, now you can put a pawn at d2, or you could find a way to continue to attack. This is a nice threat here. You might even want to sack the rook. Or you could just throw a queen in. Okay, I like this. Knight takes pawn. Nice threat. All of a sudden, Ibrat's the one attacking. Gives up some material, but is fairly safe. Making threats. This should be mate pretty quickly. Pawn mates. There's the pawn. Oh, that was not the place to put the pawn. Now it's going to take a few more moves here. Queen takes. Okay. He's missed a few maiden ones, but he got the job done. I scored 10-1, favoring Dreyfuss2, 918 Evo. So the Dreyfuss2 team clearly faster. Dreyfuss2 just keeps moving, which is very useful. Knight check, I assume. Oh, it's Barris's move. He's gonna prevent that. 918 Evo. Offers queen trade. I think you take the queen, because then you're starting to rook and mate. They're up some time, and turns out the queen comes. Our score 11-1, favor 918 Evo. First to 15. Oh, we got a 10-minute match request coming in. Let's go over this guy's profile. We're going to go ahead and block him. We're going to decline the match request. Go fuck yourself. Ibrat has a nice attack here. 918 Evo wants a bishop to win the queen. So they're going to sit it down a bit. Let Barris get a little bit safer. Eventually he's going to take this bishop for sure. Because it's just a nice attack. Hey chicken, welcome in. Okay, Ibrat continuing to attack. (918 Evo). Hesitant probably about trading pieces because it hurts his partner a lot. I wonder if he's going for a draw. Would be interesting. Okay. Bishop plus pawn mates. 918 Evo up time in a stall. Maybe you could get this type of thing going. Although we'll probably see rook takes knight. Okay, now a pawn mates. Pawn mates end their uptime. I score 11-2, favor 918 Evo, Dreyfuss2. A lot of trades going on both boards. Dreyfuss2 on the attack, queen trade offered. Pawn is really good for Dreyfuss2. Take the pawn. Ooh, I don't like this queen move. Yeah, Dreyfuss2 missed an opportunity there. Alright, e2 a little bit vulnerable. I think you push the pawn for a knight for d4. This is a weird move. I guess his plan is to take e5. Yeah, I'm not so sure that was a good idea for them. I think Barris is completely dead now. Ibrat not looking so hot himself. I think that was a missed mate. If the queen had come in instead of the bishop, then knight in would have been mate following that. So Dreyfuss2 just missed mate. I think Dreyfuss2 not playing very precisely. He's relying on being uptime in general. Bishop check. Yeah, this is mate. After knight takes, pawn check is mate. What? 918 Evo, not playing checkmate in 1. But it works out because it was checkmate in 2. Just a little bit riskier. Our score now 12-2, favor 918 Evo. Evo on the attack. Queen up is a possibility. Nope, looks like he's gonna potentially trade those queens. Could throw a knight check first. Sacks. Are we playing queen up? Queen up, then pawn check is interesting. You could get the bishop up potentially. Like new bishop at d6. He finds it. So a rook is going to mate for 918 Evo. Knight is also quite good. Alright, he's going to get the queen out of his face. Makes a lot of sense. Remember, this pawn is pinned. Picks up a queen. So knight still mates for 918 Evo. There's the knight. Knight check. Queen in is mate. I score 13-2, favor 918 Evo. Looks like Barris is trolling. I don't really understand any of these moves. He's just hung a queen for nothing. This is super obnoxious. Speaking of super obnoxious, we have a match request coming in for 30-minute chess. Someone who joined the server 3 days ago. Let's go ahead and block him. We're going to decline the match request. Go fuck yourself. It's a great time to remind everyone that chess.com is 30 years behind the rest of the internet. For really more than 30, 32 years. For 32 years, every other chess website on the internet, you've had the ability to set a formula so you don't get stupid match requests at variants you never play in your life. Unfortunately, chess.com is 30 years behind the rest of the internet in providing that basic functionality. All right, our score now 14-2, favor 918 Evo. This is match point. Hopefully Barris will try this game. Don't know why he did that last game. Ibrat trying to tempo the queen. Dreyfuss2 sacks the queen. Looking to attack. So a rook mates. He may need to defend though. If the rook doesn't come, he's just going to defend. Going to keep this threat for the future. Maybe rook over potentially. They're downtime. Ibrat has a permanent piece factory. Although he needs diagonals to accomplish that, and he only has knights right now. This is a mate threat. Now rook mates. This is another threat. Oh, that's mate for Ibrat. Our score 14-3. Favor in at 919 Evo. This is match point again. So nice mate by Ibrat. Free pawn. Oh, he didn't want the free pawn. He sacks this queen instead. I think this is so good for Ibrat. I would take this. I played knight takes pawn, then knight takes e6. Instead, he cashes out. When we take this, something on e6. The problem is Barris is getting destroyed by all these extra pieces. This is a mate threat. An f8. That is GG's. So final score 15-3. Favorin. 918 Evo. And Dreyfuss2. So congrats to the winners. Barris seems a little salty. Barris says, thanks for your time. We interrupted your precious time for a meaningless 15 game. So I think Barris thought it was inevitable that they would lose. I don't think it was inevitable. I mean, they had a few good wins there. I thought this match should be actually a lot closer than it was. But yeah, I mean, these were interesting games. I think there was one game at the end where Barris just like threw, but most of the games were pretty competitive. All right. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. We're gonna look for someone to raid. So first, let's check the chess category. See who's streaming. I might do a bridge raid, to be honest. There is some bridge going on right now. Hold on. I see a 4-player chess stream. Whenever we see a variant stream, we need to support that. So let's do this 4-player chess raid. Thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. I'm going to try to stream more of these matches. Let me real quick put the bracket in here. So we haven't had any matches from the open section yet. They seem to be waiting until the last second to do that. But we've had 2 out of 4 from the challengers bracket so far. I'm going to try to stream as many of these as possible. and I hope you all will join me in watching these. Let me update this real quick. 15-3. All right. So we have 2 more matches yet for the challenger section. We have 4 matches for the open section here in round 2. Show some love to the Variant streamer streaming 4-player chess. And have a great weekend, everyone. Bye, guys.